Ah, the good old Bishop. What happened? How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of day to view my content. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. And yes, the way that it's spelled up there for Rumble, it should be spelled like that. And if you would like me to react to a certain music video or analyze a certain video, go to patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man and find out how to do it there. Be sure that you do everything you see going on right here, because apparently I want you to do it, but I guess it don't matter since after 3 videos, you won't be notified of me posting videos, all right? Okay, guys, so we got to get on and get ready and get into this. And let me just make this clear right now. I am not any of you guys' doctor, okay? Not at all. It's certain things that certain people in medicine can say on here if you are affiliated with a party, you know, and if you only here just doing dancing videos and reaction videos to certain things you see medicinally and all that, you can do a lot of things. But if you are affiliated or even talk certain ways when it comes to being conservative or Christian or anything like that, and you talk against the system, you better not get on here and represent yourself as a certain medical professional, because they will come for you and your license. Just throwing that out there for you guys, all right? So, I guess weeks ago or a week or so ago, Bishop T.D Jakes had an incident where he was sitting on stage and he seemed to have lost consciousness, passed out, fainted or whatever like that, okay? Now, I want you guys to check this video out, and I will begin to explain some things to you, okay? So check it out.
Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. To my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. And go in peace.
Okay, you saw that, you heard that. So, before we even get into all that, I want you guys to see this article right here, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what I think it is, and I'll tell you why I think it is what it is. Bishop T.D Jakes needed emergency surgery for life-threatening calamity after a health scare during a live sermon, which y'all just got done seeing a video to it. Bishop T.D Jakes revealed he underwent emergency surgery after suffering an unspecified health incident on stage while delivering a sermon last week. On Sunday, the Texas-based pastor, 67, addressed the congregation at Potter's House Church in Dallas via video chat, prompting a standing ovation from attendees. "Many of you don't realize that you're looking at a miracle," T.D Jakes said. "I faced life-threatening calamity because I was being swallowed up. I'm joking. He said, "In rushed to ICU unit. I had emergency surgery. I survived this surgery. I'm back." Should have said you survived that, whatever it is that you had. "The doctor wants me to go slow coming back, but I'm back, and I'm thankful to God for his goodness and mercy." The crowd enthusiastically cheered throughout Jakes' brief message. The pastor did not disclose additional details about his condition. The update came after Jakes suffered a medical emergency during his sermon on November 24th. He went silent and was seen involuntarily shaking before people rushed over to help him. The live stream video was then cut off. Immediately after, several people on social media speculated the motivational speaker, born Thomas Dexter Jakes, had suffered a stroke, while others offered their thoughts and prayers. The pastor's team later took to social media to address his condition, writing, "Bishop Jakes is stable and under the care of medical professionals. The entire Potter's House family is grateful for the outpouring of love, prayer, support from the community. Thank you for your understanding and continued prayers," the statement continued. Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, also updated fans on her father's condition in an Instagram video, saying that while today could have been a tragic day, her dad was doing well. He's strong. We're trying to get him to sit down, she said. He's strong. He's the strong bishop that we know, but we really can't thank you enough for your prayers, for all your kind words. In 1996, Jakes founded a non-denominational multicultural black church. I'm just joking, a multicultural church, Potter's House, which now boasts 30,000 members. Woo, everybody just gave $1 each Sunday. They are set. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, again, let me say this clear. I am not your doctor. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Based off the video that I saw right there, I would say that T.D. Jakes probably most likely did not suffer a stroke, okay? And the reason I say that is this. Usually if you have a stroke, that can be one of the things you see that T.D. Jakes did, but usually a stroke was show with some type of palsy to the face. One side of the face goes limp or something like this. They begin to slur. Or if they don't do that, they'll try to say something that doesn't make sense. I'll do that. But then that would have confused the people because they would have thought that he was maybe speaking in tongues or something like that, because you know they do that at that church. But it's the fact that T.D. Jakes slumped. He was still speaking articulately. He slumped. He went down. Body started convulsing a little bit. So what I saw right there, based off of my medical experience, is he might have experienced something called syncope. Okay. Syncope is when not enough oxygen is getting to the brain and you lose consciousness or you faint, or what we call like something similar to orthostatic hypotension, when there's a sudden blood pressure drop. But you can't necessarily suspect that because he was already sitting. Usually when you get orthostatic hypotension, it's when you go from lying to sitting and there's a sudden blood pressure drop and you can pass out. Yet at the same time, I'm saying syncope because of the fact that he shows symptoms of that. Now, here's the deal. Things that I feel, and why I said he might be syncope, is because that's a lack of oxygen getting to the brain, which in my experience, I would say that might be what happened because T.D. Jakes underwent an emergency surgery. So follow me. If you have a blockage or something going on in your heart, and if it's somewhere here in one of those arteries on the side of the neck, whatever, like that jugular, okay, check this out, carotid, it's a good chance that he might have had some sort of blockage in his heart and that blood was not being pushed to the brain to supply the brain with nutrients and oxygen. Therefore, he became lightheaded, dizziness, and he began to faint and he started doing like this. When he started doing like that, it was the body's way of trying to keep him conscious. The central nervous system would kick in to try to make him get up. The heart would try to beat even harder or faster, trying to raise his blood pressure to either push that occlusion through or try to find some way to get oxygen to the brain. Now, the reason why I told you guys why I didn't think it was a stroke as well is because of this. They said in this article that T.D. Jakes, they wanted him to take it slow. His daughters them said they got to tell him to sit down because he's trying to come back too fast. Usually after you've had some sort of heart surgery, when you're in the cardiac unit, they do want you to do some sort of movement. They don't want you to return immediately back to the activity that you were doing prior to having that, what he had, which I'm thinking that it might be some type of cardiomyopathy infarction or something like that, right? Now, the reason why I say that is because of this. If you have suffered and had a stroke, immediately, once they cleared a lot of things out, they want you back trying to do as much as you can as possible so you can gain back as much as you can as possible. And the reason why I don't suspect this as a stroke as well is because, for one, he underwent emergency surgery. Right? Usually with the stroke, if you have to get surgery because some blood vessel has busted, blood leaked into the brain or something like that. But the fact that T.D. Jakes is already up and they're having to tell him, hey, look, you're moving too fast. You need to sit down. They don't do that with stroke patients. Trust me, they don't. If you had a stroke and you're recovering from a stroke and the doctors didn't clear you, one of the things we get to do is we want them to start moving. Because if they lost any type of functional or kinesthetic movements or anything like that, of the sort of neurological movements, they're trying to gain that back as fast as they can, definitely within a year's period of time. So the fact that they're telling T.D. Jakes they need to slow down, usually that's dealing with something cardio related, ladies and gentlemen. So again, I'm thinking that T.D. Jakes maybe had some sort of blockage or something like that that kept the blood getting to his brain. And when it didn't get to his brain, he wasn't getting enough oxygen supplied to his brain. Therefore, that's what caused him to faint. And emergency surgery again. Yeah. So only time will tell. Can I be wrong? Yes. Could he have possibly had a stroke? Yes, but I'm kind of doubting that right now because, there's no loss of any, which most people can have a small stroke. But usually if you have a small stroke, it usually doesn't require any type of emergency surgery. Anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that update. And again, I'm just a guy on YouTube just telling y'all some stuff. Don't look at me as being your doctors, as being your anything like that in medicine or nothing like that. I'm just saying these things for educational purposes, okay? With that being said, you guys let me know what you think by putting it in the comments below after this video. And if there's any of my fellow MDs or any PAs or any therapists or any cardiologists that are out there, you know me real well. I'm not going to say y'all names. Y'all know who you are. If y'all wish to comment on here, let me know what you guys think, all the way from Florida to Missouri to Illinois to Kansas to Tennessee. Y'all know who y'all are. Let me know what you guys think or what y'all suspect this is and what your diagnosis might be. Make sure you guys do what you see in that cloud right there, if you will, please. In the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, most likely will be up in that corner right there. Things that I do as a variety on this channel, most likely music reactions, will be here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.